Okay, it's Friday, the 16th of May. We have a lot to talk about today. Severe thunderstorms, possible tornadoes out there. I drove from Reading to Philadelphia Airport. Um, Torrential downpour pours, couldn't even see. Trees were down, roots out of the ground. The airport was at a ground stop, and we got more coming. And then after all this stuff, we'll be in the really warm, humid temperatures. Then cold air comes in, and then by the end of next week, you're going to be wondering, where's May at? It's going to feel more like, early April, the end of March is what it's going to feel like. And if you go up towards New York and New England, you're going to think it's February. All right, let's go over this. And I'm also going to tell you where I think summer shows up, about what day. Okay, we're going to go through this a little at a time here. Here's Williamsport right here. Here's your radar with some strong storms here. There's some severe thunderstorm warnings up here. These pink colors are also warnings, but you'll see these other colors in here. Looks like a little yellow. Those are severe. Here's Harrisburg. It's showing a severe thunderstorm here. This one has had some tornado warnings with it as it's come across the state. And then down here even further, we have some more storms coming across and severe thunderstorm warnings down here by York, and they're all heading east. Um, Over here, Jersey's had tornado warnings earlier today. These little green areas are flood warnings, and these pinks are still definitely showing severe thunderstorm warnings. And this is going to go on, not just this evening, but they'll be around tomorrow too before this finally clears. This is the simulated radar. This is for 5 o'clock when I'm doing this, and you can see how they move east. Some very strong ones down south. I mean, Delaware gets it. As they move to the east, they kind of die a little bit, but not completely out of the picture. Tomorrow, this is early in the morning, around 5 a.m. You still got some showers, maybe even a storm out there floating around until this last line comes through late in the day, right here. And I think it'll be a little bit more powerful tomorrow than it shows on here, and then it'll move. And then we're going to get into a northwesterly flow, and we won't have any more thunderstorms, but we're still going to have some showers, especially in the northern half of the state. Okay, so this is rain yet to go, and as you can see, it's pretty hard to pin down exactly where the thunderstorms are at, but they're going to be popping up, and even tomorrow, even though that simulated radar doesn't show very strong, I think tomorrow they'll be strong because that cold air is going to be cutting in, and it's going to be starting to undermine that warm southerly humid air, and I think the interaction of that will create some pretty mighty storms. Okay, so let's get into this cold temperatures. Now this is Sunday evening, and you can see the temperatures have dropped. This takes you during the day on Monday, and you can see they're a little bit below average. The colder temperatures are up to the north and towards Erie. We moved this out to, this is around 7 in the morning, and you can see temperatures up here 15, 20 degrees below normal. What that means in here is 30s, okay? Low, mid 30s through this whole upper area here. And then down here, upper 30s and lower 40s. So it's pretty chilly. I mean, even going down towards Jersey here, you got 40s to the north and 50s to the south, which is cold for them. But here, here's Bradford coming in here at 35, and the Poconos, I'm sure, will be in the into the 30s. And as we go towards the morning hours, they even go a little bit lower. Now, this is, let's see here if I can get this right. This is where it bottoms out around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Here's Bradford at 33. I'm sure somebody up here gets the 32. And you go up towards New York, you get that too. But quite chilly, and that's just into Tuesday morning. We move this out a little bit. It tries to warm up a little bit when Tuesday during the day. As you can see, 60s start to show back up. But then the cold air starts to really penetrate back down again on Wednesday. You can see the rotation counterclockwise here. And you got warmer temperatures in Jersey here, but you can see colder air is coming back. It's not as cold as that night, but as we start to move into Thursday morning, you can see here temperatures back in the 30s here, 40s elsewhere across the state in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and the lower part of Delaware probably stays around 50. And then as we get into the daytime hours, this is what I want to show you. Here's Thursday's daytime temperatures. 42 up here in the Poconos. There'll be areas out here in western PA that don't get into the 40s. And then where we have that little spoke through here, temperatures get into 50. So there's a big range across the state, but cold. Okay, it's that simple. As we get into the overnight hours on into Friday morning here, you can see again we got 30s and 40s. So if you're wondering about Memorial Day, Monday, here's your Monday highs. Again, they recover a little bit. We get into the upper 50s and low to mid 60s across the area, but it's definitely not beach weather. And there could be a few showers and sprinkles around on Monday as of right now, some clouds, but definitely not that. Now, I've been looking ahead when all this colder below normal temperatures should happen. I'm not going to bore you with details, but anything in blue is below normal. And we're just going to move this ahead. Here's Monday in the afternoon and on Memorial Day. And as you can see, western part of the state's more below normal than the eastern half. But then as we start to go through the week, here's Tuesday. You can see, we're below normal, much below normal Tuesday night. We go into Wednesday, more below. This is double digit below normals. So it's cold. And again, as you just go through the week, you can see it's cold and it's below normal all the way through to the end of the month. Now this is Friday the 30th. We're still double digits below normal. We start to feel a little bit better as we get into that weekend, which is the weekend of the 31st. But you can still see we're still below normal, but not as bad. I really think it's going to take until about June 8th through 11th, somewhere in that range there, when we finally start to feel, summer-like temperatures and all this cold has gone out of the way. All right, so right now we got to deal with all these storms. It's the transition from the heat to the cooler temperatures. As it pushes, it creates the turbulence and all this other stuff. So we've got to wait for this to come through, and then you're going to get into the below normal temperatures. All right, everybody, take care and be safe out there.